Sammy, it's already been quite the morning. You were down in Illawarra with the Dragons. How are the boys looking? What'd you do with them?
Look, it was good just to see the boys, see how they're doing in pre-season, and see them put a bit of work in. So looking good, and hopefully they can have a good season ahead. So yeah, big things coming hopefully.
They've been big supporters of you, obviously being from the area yourself. Got a few of them coming up for the fight.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of them that are making the way up. So it'll be good to see a few faces there. But yeah, it's a club dear to my heart. You know, I grew up, on the hill watching the Dragons and stuff, and yeah, so I'm hoping they have a good season and yeah, big year.
I feel like every boxer has to ask this question. Which one of them is that you've seen or been around, do you reckon could bang?
Tell you what, just seeing big Luciano, he's a big boy. I reckon he could throw some hands, or he'd have some power behind a few of his shots. So maybe big Luciano.
Do you do a few sessions with him, like you're not fine?
Nah, I'm up at Gosford, so I'm not local anymore, but I get down when I can, and when I can watch them and get to a game, I try my best.
Back on Luciano, we're looking for a fighter. We're looking for someone to take on Nelson. Probably clashes with their season, but how do you reckon you'd go against Big Nelson?
I might have thrown him under the bus. He's a big boy as well. I don't know, man. I haven't seen him fight, but it'd be cool to watch them a few of the sparring sessions. So the boys said they've been doing a bit of boxing, a bit of sparring. So who knows, mate? If anyone rates themselves, they might throw their name in the hat.
Yeah, they were actually here the other day at the Tszyu Boxing Academy, being put through the paces. So do you think that's what Flano maybe has for him in terms of he's trying to get a bit of that? You need a bit of mongrel and resilience that boxing can provide.
Maybe it's just I think a different sort of challenge, a different sort of fitness and training to probably what they're used to, and yeah, just being in on your own and having to do it yourself, and really bite down. You get to see I think it'd probably be more of a test of character than anything physical, to be honest.
On the boxing front now, just while we're here, last time out, just fell short according to the judges in the world title fight. Obviously, it would have taken a bit of time to process that. Now you're back in the ring. How are you feeling about it all?
Man, I'm excited to get back in the winner's circle. Like I was super disappointed after the last one. I truly believed, I was going to win that fight, and it was very close. But what I've taken out of that is, especially when you're travelling and going overseas, man, you're not going to get any favours done. I don't expect any either, but it's you just got to be that much better, and that's what I'm sort of working on. Is just not so much all new things, but working on improving, getting better, and I've really got to start putting my foot down in some moments and maybe take a little bit more risk. So yeah, just working on a bunch of new things and working on improving each and every day. I know I've got to be better. I will be better, and look, I'm still coming for what I've set out for, and that's world titles.
And you're walking straight back into a fight with meaning. Like normally people come back to a fight and it might just be another international opponent. You don't have any feeling there, but Tyler actually took something away from you many years ago that set you on this path of professionalism and world titles. Yeah. Can you run us through the history between you two?
Look, I don't want to even say there's that much history. I think I beat myself as much as he beat me in that fight. The things I've probably done leading up to that were, not that of a professional. So look, I learned a big lesson, and yeah, it did set me on this path, so I don't regret it. But look, it's one I definitely want back, and I'm not happy about. So look, I'm looking forward to putting a hurting on this bloke, and not that aside as well. I've heard a lot of stories about people who he's done wrong to that are good people. So yeah, I'll look to this one's for me, for them, and to get my career back on path.
Is there anything that you've seen? I mean, sometimes you can't avoid it with social media these days, or being told that what he's been saying about this fight. Is it like a case of he thinks he's already at your level, but he hasn't really proven it yet?
I couldn't give a what he says. To be honest, I haven't listened to a thing he said. So I worry about me and worry about what I got to do. But look, he hasn't. He's probably still living off that win 10 years ago as an amateur. As kids. So fair play to him. You got that one. Good on you. But this is the one that matters. I've done what I've done. And he's still. I think he's still happy with that result back then. He hasn't really sort of kicked on or done much yet as a pro, I don't think, and I'm going to show that on the night. There's levels, and there's levels for a reason. I think he's going to be very negative, and survival for him is a win.
feel personal?
Not really. Like, do I like the bloke? He's probably not my cup of tea, but I wouldn't say personal. There's another job, another guy in front of me that I just want to beat, and it's all about, for me, I just want to get back in the ring, fight, win, and I wouldn't say it's personal. No.
Would you say that he destroyed your Olympic dream, and how did that feel at the time?
No, like I said, I'd say I probably destroyed it with the way I was going on. So, and it set me on where I've been and what I've done today. So, I've got no regrets, and you live and learn from all those experiences and those moments, and I have done. So, I look forward to showing that and putting my best foot forward and really doing a job and showing there's levels for a reason. And I'm going to show it on Fortnite.
How much have you changed since that fight?
Since the one with him? Massively. Massively. I'm full time now with my coach Joel Keegan. Back then, I was in his academy squad. So the changing the gyms, the structure around my training, the discipline. Man, I was a kid. I was a kid that was, thought he was all in, and until you really go all in, And not just the training, I've always trained and worked hard and stuff like that, but all the little 1%ers and all the little discipline stuff around the sport and to get better with, I've definitely I've dialed in now, man. I'm a fully fledged professional. I think I'm waiting to be a world champion. I think I came fucking razor close in my last fight. But close ain't good enough for me, and I'm looking forward to getting back in there, new and improved, and doing a job on him.
What will the win next Wednesday night mean to you?
Back on track, back on the path.
On the international scene, assuming everything goes to plan next week, big 2026 in store, and your rankings are still right at the very, very top. What do you want? Who or what do you want from 2026?
World champions. Anyone with a belt, that's who I'm after. So I'm not asking too many questions yet. I know there's murmurings of this happening or that happening at the moment, but look, my full focus is on Wednesday night, and after that I'll be going straight to Matt and saying, right, what direction we're looking at, and where we are looking at going next year. So I want to be active. I want to get back out there, but I've got to get past Wednesday night first, and that's where my focus has been. And that's a big lesson I probably picked up in the amateurs. I was probably looking past this guy, and I'm not making that mistake twice. So my full focus on Wednesday.
Besides your own fight next week, which matchup are you most looking forward to? Who do you think could steal the show, and who wins in it?
Man, it's absolutely the card. Even a few of my mates who aren't massively into boxing and stuff, they're buzzing about this card, and all the names and all the people on it. So it's a massive card, but I'm going to be honest and say probably me two gym partners, Jason Fawcett and Colin Masudia, man. I think they're flying under the radar, and they're going to be both cracking fights, and they're both looking to put on a stellar performance as well.
Who wins it?
Wins what?
Who wins that fight?
Oh, they're two separate fights. I cheated a little bit. Went for two, but man, I'm backing both my boys. They're winning, so for sure. We've worked hard, we've trained hard, we're prepared well, and look, we're going for a complete sweep on Wednesday night.